Warren Buffett's Circle of Competence explained, know what you don't know. Here's a strange truth about investing. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is admit that you're not smart enough to understand something. That sounds obvious, but in the stock market, it can be incredibly difficult. Imagine you see a company whose stock has doubled. Everyone is talking about it. Social media is full of predictions. Analysts are excited. Your friends are buying. You feel that familiar pressure. You think, maybe I'm missing something. Buffett's Circle of Competence gives you a powerful answer. You don't have to understand everything. You only need to know what you understand, and just as importantly, where your understanding stops. Think of your circle as an invisible boundary around your knowledge. Inside the circle are businesses you can genuinely understand. You know how they make money, you understand their customers, competitors, economics, and major risks. Outside the circle are businesses that might be wonderful, but you don't understand them well enough to predict their future. And that distinction is incredibly important, because one of the biggest dangers in investing isn't ignorance, it's false confidence. You can read 10 articles about artificial intelligence, watch 20 videos about cryptocurrency, and spend hours studying a stock. You may feel informed, but information isn't the same as understanding. You can know everything about a business's products and still have no idea whether its competitive advantage will survive 10 years from now. That's where Buffett's philosophy becomes interesting. Your circle of competence isn't a list of industries you are allowed to invest in. It is a boundary around what you can evaluate with reasonable confidence. And here's the twist. Your circle doesn't have to be large. A small circle you understand deeply can be far more valuable than a huge circle filled with shallow knowledge. Imagine a beginner who understands banks, consumer products, and telecommunications because they've walked around those industries, studied them, and observed how customers behave. They might have a genuine advantage there. Now imagine that same person jumping into a complicated biotechnology company simply because the stock is trending. That's not expanding the circle, that's stepping outside it. So how do you find your own circle? Start with one simple test. Take a company you're considering buying and explain in plain language exactly how it makes money. Then ask, why do customers keep paying it? What could destroy its competitive advantage? Where does its profit actually come from? What are the biggest risks? And most importantly, what evidence would prove your investment thesis wrong? If you can't answer those questions without hiding behind jargon, you may not understand the business yet. And that's okay. You can study it. You can learn. You can gradually expand your circle. But never confuse learning about something with already understanding it. This is the deeper lesson. Successful investing isn't a competition to have an opinion about everything. It's a discipline of knowing when you should have no opinion at all. The market will constantly tempt you to leave your circle. Hot stocks will rise, new technologies will appear, everyone will tell you that this time is different. You don't have to participate. Sometimes, I don't understand this is not a weakness, it is your risk management system speaking. So before your next investment, don't just ask, how much money can I make? Ask a more powerful question. Do I understand what I'm buying well enough to stay rational when things go wrong? Because your greatest investing advantage may not be knowing more than everyone else. It may simply be knowing what you don't know. And that boundary could save you more money than the next great stock pick ever will. So, what is inside your circle of competence, and what are you pretending to understand?